I read 2,024 books this year. So it is time for my favorite video of the year. Many of you know around this time you start to see a lot of takes from people about their best books of 2024. Not saying my opinion is better than theirs. It is. But what I am saying is that many of those reviews, many of those takes only focus on one genre. The best romance novels, the best fantasy novels. I've said for years what makes this different, what makes my review different for the year is that my reading spans genres. There is no limit to the books I won't read. Will read. Without further ado, my top 5 books of 2024, plus a couple honorable mentions. Number 5, Where is Spot? This is best classified as a mystery. Bit of a thriller, but mainly a mystery. It's a classic whodunit tale about a dog trying to find another dog. Body bag enigma that only you can prevent forest fires. Number 4, Best Furry Friends. We've had this one for quite a while. As I say it out loud, feels a little bit more problematic than it actually is. Every day is Valentine's Day in our family. Endearing story about love, and about love conquering all, and about dogs and dolphins too. And there's a monkey and there's some bunnies, and I don't want to ruin it. Number 3 is That's not right. Peacock's Rainbow Feathers. Heartwarming tale about overcoming one's self-conscious eccentricities. And you know, it's also just a story about kindness and heart and generosity, and you know, that skunks deserve some love too. And that's a much stranger picture when I actually see it on the camera than it is when I was just looking, what's that skunk doing? Anyway, number 2, Meet Bluey's Family. Soft spot for this one because whenever we read this one, all of the stuffed animals that we have that correspond to each of the Bluey family members here have to be in a circle as we read it, and we actually like introduce them according to the words of the book. It's like our own little version of AA for Bluey. I miscounted. I actually have 2 left, so I'm gonna do a tie for first. I'm a reader, not a counter. The tie for first, number 1, Farm. This was our top book for the first 6 months of the year, I would say, and then something changed, and now we hate it. Now we hate this book. Really know why. I think it's because I called these chickens once, and obviously they're not chickens, they're ducks, ducklings, and then ever since then it's, you know, kind of been downhill. But Farm, hate it. Used to love it. Finally, our top book of 2024. I'll admit, I haven't finished it yet still. We're still on a cliffhanger here. It's this 5-minute Disney Snuggle stories. Haven't finished it because we're only allowed to read one of these stories. We're only allowed to read the Minnie Mouse one. Everything else might as well not even exist. But every time we read it, I try. I try to get to a different one. I try to get to the Dumbo one or the Monsters, Inc. one. I'm not allowed. I think that's why it's my number 1. It's the excitement. It's the thrill of maybe tonight we'll get there. Maybe tonight we'll get to read about Simba and Nala. My honorable mentions, the ones that didn't quite make the list. This first one is a twofer because it's like a 2-pack. Never Touch a Porcupine. I learned a lot. Partner book that we got with it, Never Touch a Polar Bear. I learned even more. I think my only qualm with these books, the ones that kind of like knocked it off of the list of being in the top 5, I feel like it's a little bit gatekeeping to charge for this kind of valuable life-saving information. I mean, you can't just look this up. Like, you can't just know this. You need to own these books in order to know that. And so that's the reason why it was knocked out of the top 5. Finally, my last honorable mention for 2024. I feel kind of bad that this one did not make the top list because it's just really good. Peekaboo Zoo. It really just another mystery book, another thriller. Every page is a different surprise. It's a white knuckle read. You never know what's coming next. You just know you can't trust animals, and there's gonna be a lot of surprises. There's a surprise at every turn, and you know, objects in mirror are closer than they appear.